Welcome to Peep This Out Reviews with Ian K.
Stay frosty.
Yo ho ho, what's going on everybody? I know Christmas is over, but it is right up on the weekend for New Year's, if you can believe that. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Welcome to the Friday night live stream. It's Ian K, creator, producer, and host of Peep This Out Reviews, and a very happy New Year's Eve to you guys, because we're 2 days away officially, or if you live overseas, it's probably one more day for you. But crazy to believe, guys, it's going to be 2023. So great to be on here for the final stream of 2022. Shoutouts to Buzz7332 for the first super chat donation. Buzz, right at the very end of the buzzer. Well, I'm about to jump on right now. Thank you so much for doing what you do for the channel all throughout the year on these streams, especially being one of the patrons as well. I greatly appreciate that. You have no idea. And Buzz, just so you know, I'm going to be coming to Disneyland in January, so it's going to be a lot of fun. I believe it's on January 10th, which is actually going to be my anniversary with the wifey. So we're going to be there on January 10th. So I'm very, very excited about that. So good times. I can't wait to get back to it. There's a lot to catch up on, of course, and maybe do a few reviews here and there, a little promptu action, which should be fun to do as well. If you guys can hear me okay, give me a thumbs up. I'm guessing you guys can, because I'm seeing nothing to the contrary here in the stream, in the chat, because it's coming through. Shout outs to Noel as well, my sister, mi familia, jumping on from afar. I appreciate you jumping in. And Buzz7332 again with another super chat donation. There's two coming in, I believe, down below over there. Go get a double with no tomato for the last time of the year. Yes, I got to do that for sure, because it is definitely on and popping with In-N-Out. I haven't had it for a couple of weeks now. I think about 3 weeks when I last did it with all the onions and everything. But I'm excited to be here with you guys. Naturally, we're going to get into a couple of reviews tonight, a couple of things I'll show you as well. And I can't believe, guys, like I said, 2023 right around the corner. Shout outs to Mama Peeps, who's watching right now as well too. Moms, I'll give you a call after the stream. This one is going to be dedicated to you, of course, because you're definitely my biggest fan, obviously, and I appreciate that. Even though we have familia, we're all family. But this special shout out to Mama Peeps, who's not feeling too well tonight. So hopefully we'll be able to distract you just a little bit with some reviews and some good times here. But we've got an amazing group of people already here in the chat. We have got 45 plus peeps visible already here. That's about maybe twice that here. I don't know why it shows almost double on this side, but eventually my ticker here doesn't catch up. So people will come and go as it goes. It'll begin to average out. Let me see who we've got in the chat over here. Let's see here. Very Merry post-Christmas to all of you guys as well. There we go with the super chat donation, jumping in a little bit late there. It is finally catching up. Again, Buzz, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see who we've got here in the chat officially before we get started further in. Erna785, our 80s music aficionado. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As always, Lord Darkside. Depika, thanks so much for jumping on. 21st Century, Randy Molina. Min Lee, very, very happy holidays to you, of course. Claw and Go as well. Thanks so much for jumping on. Let's see, Erna, last time you missed my second super chat, I asked if you had a Dire Straits money for nothing and the chips for free. Yes, absolutely. 1985. Let me absolutely very much a fan of that from back in the days. Of course, in the 80s when I was a young little tyke at the time. Drew's Food Reviews. I see Peepers is relaxing. Yes, his final appearance here on the chat for actually in the lobby, I should say, before the stream, before we get back to normal. For the next stream. So yes, he's definitely going to be hibernating for the rest of the year, and we'll see him at some point in the near future, obviously around the next holiday time. We'll see. Charles Bowler 300, Happy New Year to you as well. 2023 is around the corner. It is just 2 days away. Claw and Go, how was your Christmas, Ian? Hope you had a wonderful day. I had an amazing time for Christmas for sure. It was a beautiful, beautiful Christmas Eve with my family. We had a really good time. The wifey and I, along with my sister-in-law and a whole bunch of friends and family as well, all got together. I was there with their pup too, which was kind of fun. A really, really good time there. I posted some pics of from that party on my IG at the time. And what is jumping in over here? I'm being notified. Ed Keaton, thanks so much for jumping on, shooting in again with the super chat donation as well. Happy New Year. Ian, thanks for another great year. All the best to you in 2023, and to you, Ed, as well, and to everybody here in the chat. Again, I greatly appreciate that. And the standout with the emojis right there as well. Thank you so much for that too there. Guys, just so you know, final time I'll say this for the year. Should you wish to contribute to the channel here as a sponsor officially and be listed down below in the description box, as well as it's going a long way to help the channel as well. Ed Keaton, there you go. You'll find ways to do that as Ed Keaton and apparently Noel, I think, is jumping in there as well too with a super chat donation. Happy New Year. Cheers to you. Good things to come. Guys, I'm telling you, thank you so much for the love and support. Take a look at the description box down below if you're watching this live, as well as the first pinned comment on the actual the replay, which you're going to see on New Year's Day. This is actually going to be out on New Year's Day, January 1st at noon. You'll find ways to do that. And of course, you'll be official show sponsors down below in the description. You'll be listed. And I can't thank you enough again from the bottom of my heart. You guys just humble me with your generosity, and I greatly appreciate that as well. So shout outs to all the ones who have done it already. It looks like we've got Bus7332, Ed Keaton, E. Noel. My sister is jumping in there. Thank you so much. I love you, sis. Good times there. But yes, a beautiful time for the holidays. Christmas Day was over at my sister's pad. I posted some stuff for the meal that was there. It was literally just a food fest all day. I was pretty much laid out. Had a lot of food, and for some reason when I weighed myself, I actually lost a pound, ironically. So I don't know how that happened, but it was an amazing situation with the food goodies there for sure. Some gifts, of course. I'm going to show you a couple of things here in just a little bit. And of course, it's a little He-Man Masters of the Universe related. I definitely want to show that to you. But it was a blast, and hopefully you guys had a beautiful time as well. If you had an amazing time for the holidays, give me some wreaths, give me some Christmas trees here in the chat. Let's get interactive with it here for the last stream of 2022. I'd love to hear what you guys got, possibly anything you want to share. Let's keep it interactive and let's keep the chat moving. We've got an amazing community as always, and everyone loves to interact. So good times across the board with that. So let's see who else we've got. We have got Larry Nguyen jumping in. Thanks so much for jumping on. Decency, do you ever get nervous before a stream? You know, it's funny that you ask me that because my wifey, Carol, asked me that while I was getting set up tonight. She asked, do you ever get nervous before you do these? And honestly, I said, yes, I do. I mean, because the initial lead up to it, and then once the lights go on and everything is live and I'm watching what I'm seeing here in front of me, that's really where it kind of initially kicks in, but then immediately it kind of subsides in there. You'd think that because I've done this so many times, it would be old hat by now, but it feels like you're just getting started for like a TV show type of thing. So you got to make sure that you're not running over your words, you're not talking too fast, you're just relaxed, and then it goes in. So I'm really glad that you asked that question, Decency, because I think most people do get a little nervous before they get started. Even before I film, and when I'm out filming in public sometimes, I feel a little off sometimes as well when people are watching what I'm doing, that type of thing. So plenty of Christmas tree action I see is jumping in over here. We have got a lot of goodies. Thank you so much for doing that. Let's see here. I'm going to shoot through the chat just a little bit. If there's anything that jumps out over there. Jason Callan, what's going on? Thanks. Great to be here with you here on my channel tonight on the stream here, Jason. Have you ever tried figgy pudding spam yet? No, I have not actually. That just sounds interesting though, Jason. It does. It really does. Annette Cervantes, thanks so much for jumping on. Donna K, Happy New Year's to you as well. Welcome to the stream tonight. Russ Meyer, my New Year's resolution is more Peep. My son loves your vids. Peep have really brought us closer together. Thank you so much, Russ. I appreciate that. That's one of my goals, actually, is to really continue to keep pushing the boundaries of what I'm able to produce and do in 2023, of course, and actually just keep the channel moving along there as we're speeding up to the 40,000 mark and above. I'm very super humbly grateful to all of you guys that have been on this journey with me, especially those from the very beginning and all the new peeps along the way, especially recently. There's been an explosion of activity as always. And of course, it's a grassroots effort. Definitely share the channel out, share the content out with your peeps. Let's just keep it rolling. But I'm so glad that what I put out there is something that you can kind of connect with your son with and have a little fun with at the same time. Connect with your son with and have fun with. I got to make a shirt with that. What do you think? That's pretty cool. But yes, thanks so much for that. I appreciate that. And thanks for being here live. You guys are immortalized here in the chat right now. So a very happy new year to you. It's great to hear that it really makes a difference. Let's see here. Going down. Let me see here. We got Buzz7332 jumping in with the super chats. Buzz, I love you, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. Sticker collecting. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And again, Annette, thank you so much for the socials info right over there. Follow on IG. Peep This Out reviews, the tip jar. PayPal is always recommended naturally. Super chatting, of course, YouTube does take a little from you, but I appreciate that, guys. And of course, I'll be able to check after the fact, and you guys will be listed below if there's any PayPalers out there. And again, thank you so much for your generosity, especially with everything going on in the world right now. And with everything, I just switched over health insurance today. I've been very busy the last few days, as you guys probably have seen with all the content that's been coming out. Some stuff I saved till the very end for you, which you're in the middle of watching now because I wanted to close out the year with what you're seeing from BK. And there'll be a few other things that you'll be seeing in the very near future here too. But let's see here. Jesus Chavez, Chewy Chavez, what it do? What up, man? Looking great. Happy New Year 2023, the place to be. Absolutely. And Chewy, just so you know, Domenico's is where you and I have to be. That's where we're going to be going to grab some food, homie. So we'll definitely be doing that very, very soon. We have to get back to that for sure. So shout outs to my boy Chewy Chavez, who just had his little baby a few short months ago. I can't wait to meet her. Very, very cute little Nat. I can't wait. So we'll have to see what goes on there. But again, shout outs to you and your lady love, of course. Great to see you on the stream here today. Spice Squad, what it do? Thanks so much for jumping on. Whoop, whoop, Peep, ready for the great stream? I'm ready to have a good time with you guys because this feels like my Friday right now, guys. It really does. Erna, 785, jumping in with the super chat. Next up, what do we have from Erna? Let's see. In the song Starship, we built this city from rock and roll. That's Jefferson Starship right there. What city and what are they referencing? Challenge question of the year. We built this city on rock and roll. Is it Detroit City? I want to say. If anyone here in the chat can help me with that. But that's Jefferson Starship instead of the airplane that they did back in the day. That was the update. I believe that was during Mannequin. Mannequin had that on the soundtrack, if I'm not mistaken there, Erna. I think that. Ed Keaton, yes, I do remember Cheaters Cam. It's been a minute since I've done that, so have no fear. You'll see the return of a few of those things. Usually I'm kind of like Taco Bell. I usually kind of take things away for a little bit, and then I bring them back, and it's kind of feeling new again. So you'll see a little bit of that. Of course, I have not forgotten about the drive-through action. I know you guys always hit me up with, when are you going to do the drive-through stuff again, where you say, you know, yo, peep this out. That stuff will be making a return too there. It's crazy cold right now. It's winter time here in Southern Cali. We actually have rain expected all through New Year's, believe it or not. So if anyone is going to be up on Colorado Boulevard waiting for that Rose Parade, which I believe is on the 2nd, it's actually not going to be on Sunday because of churches, naturally, church. The 2nd on Monday is when the Rose Parade is, I believe. People are hopefully not going to be rained on too much at the same time, but we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Let's see. Misty Smith, welcome, welcome, welcome. Great to see you on here right now. TJ DeGod, thank you so much as well. Great to see you on here. Everybody in effect here as well. You guys are all chatting amongst yourselves here in the chat. I appreciate that greatly. I love the camaraderie of everybody here in the chat as we are getting it on for the final weekend of 2022. Friday and Saturday anyway. Spice Squad, shout out to the whole Spice Squad here watching tonight. That's awesome. Larry Nguyen and Annette was in San Diego. Christmas family, they had Too Good Burger. Very cool. Very cool. You guys are chatting away. Sticker collecting. Talking to Ed Keaton again. Shout outs to Ed for everything that you have going on as well there. I'm thinking about you as well ever since the last stream and things that have been happening on there. Hopefully it's a little bit easier as time is going by. I understand things take time. But it's all about compartmentalizing it and just moving forward as best as possible. So shout outs to you, Ed. I hope everything is going as well as it can for you. Russ Meyer, any guesses for today's review to bring in the new year? And we're finally getting corn dogs. You will not guess tonight, I can guarantee you. Even my clairvoyant brother from another, Mr. Drew's Food Reviews, is not going to know what I'm doing tonight. And there's my sister. Send your support and let's support our favorite peeps. Send your love. Oh, I appreciate that, sister. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My sister is a huge cheerleader for me, and I appreciate that. Misty Smith. Let's see. Drew's Food Reviews must have been the Boo Boo Fruit Quake. Oh, yeah, that was such garbage, wasn't it? Oh, my God, for Mountain Dew. I probably should have put together like some of the worst of 2022 for some of the things that were really substandard. Naturally, my top 10 food reviews of 2022 has been up for about 3 weeks now. So you guys all know where I stand with that there. I think it was a really nice mix of quality products in there as well, too. So, Jesus Chavez, what was your favorite review of 2022? Had to be the Batman Calzone from Little Caesars, strictly because of the marketing aspect of it, Chewy, as well as just the overall flavor of just being a really delicious pizza. On top of with that white sauce for the very bottom portions of like the head and then the tail, naturally, it just looked really awesome. That was one of the main things. Out of all the things throughout the year, spoiler alert, I enjoyed that one the most. It was just super fun to check out. I had my Batman hat on. I think I had my Batman shirt on too. I was decked out to do that one, and it was a lot of fun. So definitely that one. Two Tears in a Bucket got Big Trouble in Little China, The Last Dragon, and The Last Starfighter on Blu-ray for Christmas. Beautiful. That's awesome. Black Dynamite delayed in shopping. No worries. That's an awesome selection of goodies right there. Some classics, especially Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon, of course. Big Trouble in Little China is requested, or I should say that's a required viewing on occasion. It should be in everyone's collection, whether it's physical media or streaming. That's a classic John Carpenter, Kurt Russell flick, and it's one of my favorites from 1986. It's a beautiful, beautiful film. Tim Reuter, any reviews before the end of the year? It's funny that you mentioned that, because that's a nice little segue in before we get into a little quickie showing of something, and you're going to see what the review will be for tonight. We've got two of them actually tonight, naturally. Let's see, starting off last week, I believe I finished off with the chicken parmesan Papa Bites, and then naturally, I want to say it was last Saturday, was the Taco Bell Salsa Verde grilled chicken burrito, which was actually featuring this new green sauce. They actually had it a limited test market for certain markets around the country, and actually my area was one of them, I remember. Hold on one second. We have got another one here. Let's see, 785. I appreciate the super chat donation, Erna. Ian got it all wrong. It was Starship, not Jefferson Starship. It wasn't in Mannequin, and We Built the City was about San Francisco. Happy New Year. Wow, that's a triple threat of just being smacked down by Erna official 785. Well, look, you're the official, the 80s aficionado when it comes to music, Erna. So you know what? I take that as respect, because I tried, and you definitely know it more than me, because you are the exalted 80s of music aficionado. So shout outs to you, Erna. For the history lesson there. But I could have sworn it was during that time. Maybe it came out during the year that came out. I think Mannequin came out in 1985, give or take, or somewhere around that time. But I remember that song roughly around when that movie with Kim Cattrall at the time as well. So shout outs to Erna 785, and again, thank you for the super chat donation. I've just been owned right there. So shout outs to you, Erna. Thank you so much for that. So anyway, the green sauce from Taco Bell, featuring a combination of hatch chilies, habanero peppers, I believe it was. Very tasty, and they served it warm when I reviewed it on its own, I remember. So the fact that they put that into a burrito and it's officially out right now, there you go. And then I actually did the Chipotle Ranch way back when that first came out, so I just put that review in the community tab of my channel here. You'll be able to find all that, which I usually put the next day. Whatever the review is the previous day, I'll put that there. But sometimes I put something that's been out, because there is no need to re-review some of those things unless there's absolutely a reason to do it there. And it's usually just because you want to check it out again. So after that, we went into Papa John's Jalapeno Papa Bites to round out the trifecta of Papa Bites goodies. We had the chicken parm and obviously the Oreo goodness, which you can find on the Papa John's playlist, which was really, really tasty. The jalapeno, spoiler alert, that was a lovely situation along with the ranch. Good times across the board there. And then coming back to the well of Domino's, I realized I'd only done 2 of the pastas at the time. I've done all 7 sandwiches at Domino's over the years, actually, within this last year or 2, I believe. But only 2 of the pastas out of the 4 that they had. So I decided to jump on back. I gave the chicken carbonara pasta a shot. Did it without the bread bowl because I just wanted to try it just a little bit different. And naturally, it was a very lovely situation there. Penne pasta al dente. Lots of great footage in that one. Do check that one out if you haven't already. But then what was being worked on previously to that for about a week and a half was the goodies from BK that I unleashed yesterday with the Italian original chicken sandwich. Yes, which is actually the Italian original chicken sandwich, which has actually been out previously in the past, which I did review in the past. This is actually part of their new international OCS promo, which is their basically international variants of their famous chicken sandwich. So I thought, you know what, let me come back to it. We'll give it a shot. I didn't want to not have the logos on the other 2 that you're going to see. So I wanted to make sure it was all connected that way. And it's more of an updated review as well, too, being that it's very similar naturally to the BK Italian Royal Crispy Chicken Sandwich. So you saw that one yesterday, which is available now. And then naturally today was the big gun out of the 2, which is the Mexican original chicken sandwich using the spicy queso and the crispy jalapenos from the Ghost Pepper Whopper from this past Halloween, which I actually knew about probably about a month and a half ago, to be honest. I'm just full disclosure. This was what was going to be coming out naturally, and naturally with it, it's a very basic build with that particular one. You have the cheese sauce, you have the jalapeno crunchies, and I really enjoyed putting that video together. It was really fun to do. That came out earlier today. I have to see how that one is doing a little bit after the stream. And then naturally tomorrow for the final review of 2022, you guys can probably figure out process of elimination, being that there's 3 options for this international menu, which officially kicks off next week, by the way. You'll be able to see it and order it in the app, as well as it'll be available in all the advertising that you'll see. You'll have the American variant as well too there, which is basically just what they're calling the American original chicken sandwich. So I'll leave it at that. You guys will see it tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to round out New Year's Eve. And that will be it for 2022, along with this replay kicking off at 12 p.m. on Sunday. And then I'm going to go into hibernation mode for a couple of days probably and sleep. And I won't be streaming next Friday, but you'll have some content during the week naturally. But it's all about recharging and resetting and getting ready to go. And I'm already being contacted for a few different things, and it's already beginning all over again. So 2023 is going to be a fun year, and I'm looking forward to it. And guys, I can't thank you enough for all the amazing patronage to the channel, as well as just being just awesome people that you guys all are, watching the content, commenting on the content, and allowing me to address you guys directly on live streams and spending some time with me. Which I greatly appreciate. I feel very humbled and grateful to be able to do this. And I really am glad that you guys are digging the content there. So watch for one more bit of goodness from BK coming tomorrow. Or is it goodness? We don't know. Inquiring minds will find out tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for the American original chicken sandwich. So good times across the board there with that. So let's see here. Let me shoot on down. Max. Miles per hour 95, what's going on? 2 tickets to paradise. Once you pack your leave. Oh, that's a classic. Is that Eddie Money? I think it is. It got 2 tickets to paradise. Absolutely. KFC is bringing back the chicken nuggets and replacing popcorn chicken. I saw that, Chris. I saw that. I know. Debbie Lardner, ready for the crazy new year. It's going to be crazy. You know, it's all going to be who's going to be the next president again for next year. It's going to be one of those things. Let's see. Cheaters Cam Subway review for Drew is saying there. TJ DeGod, we love Cheaters Cam. We'll get back to it. We'll get back to it. Claw and Go, excited for the review today. Me too. I mean, I love doing reviews in general, but just this one is in particular just looked pretty awesome when I saw it. And I was like, you know what? Let me just do this. This is going to be kind of cool, I think. It should be a lot of fun. Robert Giles, Peep, do you ever just hammer as a blow off steam? Never hammer beers. No, I don't. But an occasional, you know, alcoholic beverage once in a blue moon. I'm very much a creature of habit ever since my younger days. So rum and Coke is usually fine for me. Spike lemonade, Mike's Hard Lemonade. I don't really get crazy with too much stuff. You know, that type of thing. The wifey likes Moscato once in a while, so that's always fun. Ed Keaton, Mannequin Head, Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now on the soundtrack. Okay, there you go. Okay, I guess it was the group I was thinking there. Ed, thank you for that. Thank you. I appreciate that greatly. Claw and Go, 2023 New Year's resolution. I will save that for the very end, Claw. We'll save that for the very end, and I won't forget, because I know you won't let me. I know you won't let me. Drew's Food Reviews. It's the final weekend of the year. What are you going to do, Ian? I'm going to Subway. Well, I was going to say I'm going to Disneyland, but that's going to be in about a week and a half, so we'll have to see about that. I can't wait. It's been a minute since I've been back there. Pre-drama, before everything in the last few years. But I'm so excited to go on the that Rise of the Empire or the Skywalker thing that they have. It's like some huge interactive thing where they transport you up to a Star Destroyer and then you have to escape from it. That type of thing. I'm very excited to check it out. Russ Meyer, my son is interviewing at Taco Bell on Thursday. I will make sure to get you on the inside scoop. Very cool. Let's see, he got fired from Sonic because he missed his first ship due to miscommunication with the manager. Wow, I'm sorry to hear that, but you know what? It was probably meant to be. I think you know how I feel about Sonic. I think Taco Bell would be a better route if you're going to go that way, strictly because of the type of stuff that they have there. Is always very desirable to review, no matter what it is. Sonic is really very much far down on my list, even though there was one review that made my top 10 for 2022, believe it or not. I don't believe that they just don't have it in them sometimes to be consistent. At least my location is just kind of boo-boo. So shout outs to Russ, to your son for sure. Hope everything goes well. I'm sure it will, and I'm sending my my good thoughts to him for sure. Absolutely. Let's see, Huntington Beach, and it's chilly, says E. Noel. It's definitely gonna be cold tonight, and it's already kind of drizzling a little bit here and there. Nothing crazy, but it's gonna get crazier as we go for sure here. So. All right, so as I think we're getting kind of close up over here, I'm going to stop right by where I have Erna 785. Actually, my chat is freaking out on me again. I don't understand this. All right, hang on one second here. Okay, there we go. All right. Ed Keaton saying hello to Jackie Hero Food Reviews. Jackie, thanks so much for jumping on. Hey, very happy New Year's Eve to you. Just me out there as well. Sherry, thanks so much for jumping on. I appreciate that. Let's see. EP says, he's a Blue Moon guy. Tony Montana, got a chance to try the Italian Royal Crispy Chicken. Nice. This past Wednesday night. You'll have something kind of to remind you of that when you get into the Italian version of the original crispy chicken sandwich, or the original chicken sandwiches here. Guys, let me show you a couple of things that I really enjoyed getting. These were kind of little standouts from my sis. I was very surprised, as well as my buddy Jeff too, which I really greatly appreciate that. Let me start off with, I guess these will be for next year for the ornaments here, but Masters of the Universe. Hallmark, I guess, apparently has some third-party support from Walmart. This is where they found these, but we've got He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe, right over here. Definitely these are going to go nice with my little mini ornament for Castle Grayskull. I like how it's completely see-through here. And if you guys notice in the very bottom, you see the Universal logo? Apparently the rights for Masters of the Universe are going to be reverting back to Universal. They actually own part of the brand, believe it or not. Even though it's a Mattel product all these years, it's a licensed entity, so they actually have some type of agreement in place. So naturally, we'll see what happens when the movie goes into production. They're going to be redoing a shoot on the movie, a reboot, which will be coming out hopefully next year, or maybe the year after. It starts filming next year in the spring. But very cool for He-Man real quick. I just wanted to show you what these look like. And my focus needs focus, as always. Take a look also at his buddy, Skeletor. The detail is pretty cool on these. I have to admit, they look really, really cool. So, very slick. I am so appreciative. It doesn't take a lot to make me super happy and excited like this, but naturally, whenever Masters of the Universe is involved, I am definitely a fan. So, very cool. Something quick to see. These were kind of like little stocking stuffer things. And I totally dig just the detail and the overall look there, but really, really fun for next year. I'll be hanging them with my Castle Grayskull ornament that I probably should show with it as well. I didn't show it this year. But when we do this again in a year's time, this will be something to take a look at, which is pretty crazy. Yes, Scott Meshes from Good versus Evil. Very, very cool. But I really like it. Again, yeah, Jackie, I agree. The detail is crazy. You can kind of see the ripples on the muscles on the chest, and especially on Skeletor right there with his Havoc staff. He looks good. Both of them look really, really good. So shout outs to the family for hooking that up. It was very, very cool to receive, and a beautiful Christmas with you guys. It was a blast to do. I'm still recovering from it, to be honest. Let's see here. 30 seconds. I got to go grab what we're going to review because I can't believe it is time to get it on here. Maurice Haney, do you have a favorite review? For this past year, it was definitely the Batman Calzone. From Little Caesars. Take a look at my top 10 of 2022 here on the channel. You'll find all the goodies right over there. Martin Luke, yes, Disneyland trip for fun. It's my anniversary, actually. My 8th anniversary with the wifey. We got married in 2015. I can't believe it's been that long. And yes, I'm going to see about doing some little quickie reviews on my phone. I don't think I'll be doing anything super structured, maybe a little bit here and there. But I want to get a few things in there just to kind of have a little fun. Bring my little tripod with me, and I'll be using my phone naturally. I've got an S22 Ultra, so I'll be using so the camera naturally from that. It should be a lot of fun. Sonic has lost its rings, you could say. Yes, EP, I agree with that. All right, yes, it's time to get it on. If we're ready for the review over here, I'm about to jump away to go grab it, and then we will get it going. And guys, I'm grateful to, like I said, to be on here with you. This is super fun. This is really going away quickly tonight. I can't believe it's already half hour past. Nuts. So sit tight, I should say, and I will be back, and we'll go from there. I'm excited right now. So talk amongst all the amazing peeps in the community. I love you guys, as you know, and I will definitely be back in just a bit. So hang tight. I'll be right back.
Welcome to Peep This Out Reviews with Ian K.
Stay frosty.
We are back. All right, guys, it is time to get it on right now. It is great to be on here doing this official review. I see you guys are trying to guess what it is. Buffalo chicken, boiled water. Is it something from the oven, microwave? Oh, yes, Russ. You'll never be able to guess what this is. I already know that. I know that my mom is waiting with bated breath because I always keep her in suspense, and I don't even tell anyone what I'm reviewing, even my own family. And they're like, how could you not at least tell us? And I'm like, well, I want you to tune in and check it out. I don't want you to experience it at the same way. And that says Subway. You'd think that would be the thing, right? You think that would be the thing to finish out the year. We'll have to see you there. Kevlar, let's see. Russ Meyer, my brother-in-law, went with change your mind. I believe that everyone, no matter what you look or believe, deserves quality. Very nice. Very cool. All right, let's get this going here, guys, because like I said, you are not going to be checking out, or you're not going to guess what this is going to be. Maureen Descatado, welcome, welcome, welcome. No worries, you're late. You're just in time for the review. ABen113 thinks a Subway to confirm for 2023. I can neither confirm nor deny. We're going to keep it vague at the same time. So shout outs to all of you peeps who are in here right now. The chat is finally catching up, even though it looks like it's kind of locked. It's going to eventually start moving here as well. 58 plus peeps in effect. And guys, there is no way you're going to be able to guess this, because when I saw this, actually, I was like, you know, this looks really, really good. And I even asked the wifey, and she's like, okay, that's better than, you know, some of the things I was looking at over there. So I took that as kind of like the sign, like this is going to be something better. And this just looks good. So without further ado, guys, let's get into it. Boston Market beefsteak and pasta tonight, with mafalda pasta and mushrooms smothered in a savory brown gravy. 27 grams of protein. You guys all know that Boston Market is known for their rotisserie chicken, but they've got a whole selection of goodies in the frozen section. And I gotta say, this looked completely appetizing. So my wifey actually made her homemade soup tonight, which I'm actually gonna be having after the stream, which I can't wait, because it's got dumplings, it's got all kinds of little goodies in it, pork pieces, stuff like that as well. But I am starving right now, so I think this is actually gonna go very nicely. It looks pretty good. If you guys have ever had this, very curious to know what you guys think of what this is like, because naturally this is my first time going in on a Boston Market meal like this. But beefsteak and pasta, and it just looks like a hamburger helper situation, but as you can see, it's beef prime rib roast in there as well, and this looks really, really good. So I don't know, we'll have to see how this is. And I like the fact that they actually have this box set up. You can either store it vertically in the stores or lengthwise like this, which is how I saw it, just like this. But you know, I kind of like the way it looks like this. So I think I did this as a thumbnail when I held it up. So looks pretty good. 27 grams of protein. I figured, why not? Let's give this a shot. And like I said, there's no way that anyone is going to be... Oh, Tony Schultz, looks like some hamburger helper right over there. We'll have to see. Tony Montano finally tried the salsa verde grilled chicken burrito. Nice, 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 nice. All right, so without further ado, guys, let me show this to you, because it is right in effect for you. So hopefully that's going to focus in as much as possible. Come on now, focus, focus, focus. My focus needs focus. But as you can see, there's plenty of pasta, plenty of mushroom gravy sauce, and that beef rib roast looks really, really nice. And I think this is hot enough where I can actually hold it without it burning my hands right over here. But take a look, guys. Again, it looks fairly appetizing, right? I mean, let's take a look at the meat over here. There's a lot of goodies that are in here. So let me just kind of mix this around just a bit. It's a fairly decent amount, and this was only $4. And I'm just like, you know what? I'll give this a try. It is really hot too. It is steaming. I don't know if you guys can kind of see the steam coming out of this. But let's give this a shot. A little bit of everything in there. We've got that beef gravy. Let me drizzle a little bit more on the bottom here. There we go. That's the bite right there. All the meat action. This thing is steaming like crazy. Hopefully that's coming through. Let's give this a shot, guys. It's the beefsteak and pasta from Boston Market. As I'm dropping the beef over here. Hold on a second. Where's the beef? It's now on my fork. Here we go. Let's peep this out. Gravy is rich. That mushroom gravy is rich on this. About 390 calories for it. And it's fairly flavorful. The saltiness is a little on the light side. I think it needs just a little bit more. But the chunks of meat on that, pretty legit, guys. That's pretty legit. It's very hot. There's a lot of steam coming off. Hopefully it's not fogging up my camera in the front over here. But so far, not bad. Wow. I like how there are chunks of the beef on this. You know, I think when I order some of the food for the moms, I'm going to have to actually have this sent on over, moms. If you're watching this, this is actually not bad. It maybe needs just a little dash of salt, just a little bit, but the meat quality is good. It's tender. And take a look at that on the inside there. That's not bad. That is not bad. That's pretty impressive, actually, for a frozen type of situation. I like the fact that the noodles are kind of like lasagna noodles. They kind of like have the ruffles around them, you know. Not the potato chips, naturally, but they're ruffles. You know, they're kind of like those strips of lasagna noodles, which I really like here. Let me actually put some of this meat down because I want to show you the pasta. And let me see if I can just lift some of that pasta up there. Take a look. So you've got the ruffle action, which is kind of cool. I'm trying to stay out of focus that way, so that way it kind of focuses on the pasta. There you go. Well, somewhat. But as you can see, it's got like the ruffles in there. And there's a decent amount of it, guys. There's a very decent amount. And the flavor of the gravy is pretty nice. So let me go with... There's the bite. We're going to go for a couple more bites on this, guys. But guys, this is not bad. This really isn't not bad. Look how deep the dish is. Also, not bad for $3.99 for this at all. I mean, if you guys think this actually looks pretty good, give me a happy face here in the chat. Throw that happy face up in the chat. And if you guys don't like it, give me a thumbs down so I can kind of see the differences between the face and the thumbs down. Because I think this is actually a pretty nice portion of goodness, guys. Just look at that. Taking up your screen right there. That is some loveliness personified. The little ruffles around the pasta. The Mafalda pasta that they're calling this. I'm going to say it's ruffle pasta. Lay's, don't sue me. Let's go for some more bites. My sister says blah, but I'm seeing some happy faces. EP. John Hendren, what's going on? Thanks for jumping on. Guys, the gravy is really nice. The gravy is really nice. So let me show you. I'm going to keep showing it to you here because, like I said, for $4, this is not bad. And actually, just looking at this here, it's 380 calories, 9 grams of fat in the whole thing. That is really awesome. The carbs you expect, it's 49 grams, so 16% of your daily carbs. Protein 27. I would easily rock this again, guys. For something that's fairly low cal, very low in fat, and the quality is pretty nice. And like I said, the quality of the beef, or that beef rib roast action, I love the pieces that this has got here. There's some really, really nice pieces here. So I'm digging it. I am definitely digging the quality of this. For something like, you know, for a frozen dinner, just add a little bit of salt or some extra seasoning that you want to do on this. Maybe throw in a little bit of cheese if you want. I mean, you got some calories and fat to spare with this. It's not bad. So let's go for one more bite. We'll wrap this review with the rating coming up next, as I always say. And then, of course, we'll get into the second review right after, which I know my mom is going to love. So hang on one second. One last time, it's the beefsteak and pasta from Boston Market from their frozen stuff. This is pretty decent for $4, guys. Let's go for one last bite. Banging, baby. Banging. That is really good, ma'am. All right, I got to show you one more time here. Can you tell I like this? This is good. It's actually better than the Mega Bowl, which I know is the favorite of a lot of you guys that we checked out a few weeks ago. Wink, wink. Wasn't the greatest in the world. But this is actually nice. The quality of the Boston Market goodness here with their beef is pretty solid, guys. There's no small pieces there. This is the average size of the pieces. So very nice quality overall. And like I said, for $4, not even on sale. $3.99 just normal for me over here. Not bad. So let me get just a little bit of the sauce on this and we'll wrap this one up and we'll give it a rating. So not bad. Banging. Really good. All right. Very nicely done on that in terms of the flavor. It really tastes like a really nicely sauteed type of rib roast. It kind of falls apart as you eat it. It's nice. All right. So, with that said, Boston Market, beefsteak and pasta, rocking it out here on Peep This Out Reviews for the New Year's Eve stream. This one is going to get an easy 9 out of 10, guys. By far, this is really a pretty nice option. The price is right, the quality is good, the quantity is good on top of it, and overall that mushroom flavor, the brown gravy action is very flavorful. It just needs just a little bit of salt. What's really kicking this one up in terms of the points is the fact that the size of the pieces of beef roast that are in this, the beef prime rib roast, is a pretty decent amount. It's cut very nicely, but I love the little ruffled pasta that goes with. So 27 grams of protein. I may actually throw the rest of this in with the soup that I'm going to have here in a little while because it really is pretty nice, guys. And again, pretty good for what it is for $4. There we go. It's not bad. So if you guys are down with this type of thing, if you liked checking this one out with me here right now, give me the thumbs up here in the chat. And we'll just call it a night just with this particular thing. But very, very cool. The beefsteak and pasta from Boston Market. Not bad considering their rotisserie chicken rocks anyway. It's great to know that they have a nice little selection of goodies for your frozen section in the market there. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. All right. You know, scanning through the chat here. Let's see here. I noticed we have, is it Gia? Jesus in the Tortilla, I think, jumped on over here as well. Hopefully you're still hanging out over here. Thanks so much for jumping on. My friend as well. Hopefully you're doing all right and staying safe, staying warm. I know where you're at. It's probably going to be crazy cold. Same with Michael Domeyer out in the Chicago-ish area over there. Craziness, you already know. Well, you must be really hungry. Don't knock it till you try it, sis. I'm telling you, this is actually pretty tasty. It was actually pretty tasty. Carl Broussard, what was your worst review? 1 out of 10. I can tell you, actually. Actually, hold on one second here. I think we have some super chatting jumping in here as well. Kevlar jumping in as well too. Hang on, let me see if I can, where is that over here? It is jumping in. There it is, looking quality in the meat department on that one. Yes, I thought so too, finally. We have some confirmation that I'm seeing there. Paul Saylor as well is saying it as well too here. Paul Salyer, hopefully I'm saying that correctly, Paul. Boston Market Item is looking good. Yes, don't like the mega bowls from the entree, but your entree is really good from Just Me out there, absolutely. My sister, sweet baby Jesus. Sister, you're crazy. Let's see. I would recommend it. Like I said, guys, hashtag unsponsored. This actually wasn't bad. It really was not bad. Beefsteak pasta, not bad. There's a whole multitude of things I can probably review from the frozen section once in a while, and I'm having fun doing that. But it was very good. But shout outs to you, Kevlar. Thank you so much. I appreciate that for the super chat donation in there. But it only makes sense that we jump into the second review right away. So if you guys are ready for the second review, give me a number 2. Actually, you know what? Give me the peace sign. Give me the hand that says peace that I usually use for 2 in my reviews. Typically when I have a double or something, I put up the peace sign. You can just search victory in your emoji and it'll come up there as well. Give me a 2. And let me know, because we've got a lot of up and downs there for people that don't care for this particular one. And yes, well, your stroganoff is better. It always is. But for a fast food frozen type of situation, I'm down with it. So it's all good there. All right, Just Me out here is saying peace. Sherry, very happy new year to you as always. Decency, put up the number 2. I'll take it because that's what I said first over there. Michael Domeyer is back in Detroit. 49 and raining. Yes, it is. It's coming here actually. It rained yesterday for a bit, on and off, and today drizzling, and we're expecting it all day tomorrow. So I'm just going to be kind of just chilling, to be honest, catching up on shows. Which, by the way, guys, I'm into Alice in the Borderland. I think it's called Alice in Borderland. It's kind of like one of the converted over shows, kind of like Squid Game, so it's dubbed. And it's actually kind of like Squid Game, if you guys have ever seen that. Really pretty crazy so far. I'm about 4 episodes in, and it's pretty awesome. I do highly recommend it. They have season 2 right now. I just started season 1 at the advice of my wifey, so I like it. I like it a lot. It's pretty cool. Foodie86, my next channel will be just TV dinners. Maybe we'll do like a separate playlist for that stuff, and I'll do some of that stuff. We'll have to see. All right, we got number 2 in effect here right now. I think it is time for us to jump in because, guys, the time is already winding. It's crazy. Well, by the way, you left your Christmas stocking. Yes, I know, with all the Hot Wheels goodies. Sister, I know. I got to grab that from you, possibly on Monday. I'll grab that from you. Tony Pizza loves stroganoff. My sister makes an amazing stroganoff. It is no joke. Carl Broussard, name your worst review for 1 out of 10 in 2022. Wow. I don't think I did anything that was super crazy, although I do remember on stream, was it the Sour Patch Kids? It was one of the popcorns, I think. There was something that was just pure garbage. Actually, you know what? Only because it's recent, I'm going to say that the Fruit Quake from Mountain Dew was boo-boo. I think I gave it 3 because I liked the marketing, the fact that it was cold, and the fact that it was something else about it. It was just, it is what it is. So I would probably go that route for you there, Kyle. Anything that's outside of the regular Mountain Dew, maybe Code Red, some of the other ones as well, Baja Blast, they are just garbage. I'm sorry. Any of the other ones I've ever done there, I think they did like a July 4th, an American Brew thing or something along those lines, which wasn't bad, but you can't fade the original Mountain Dew as far as I'm concerned. So definitely was not a good situation with that. Definitely not a good situation with that. Robert Giles, I'm a Mr. Unlimited's biggest fan. I think of myself as Mr. Unlimited. Okay, this is very cool. All right, let's jump into the next review. And if you guys remember Process of Elimination, Sour Patch Cookies. Yes, that's what it was, Drew. Thank you. Boo-boo on that one, straight out. That combination was garbage with that. So yeah, I think it was the Chips Ahoy variant or whatever that was. It was bad. It was really, really bad. So, all right, guys, Process of Elimination. Let's jump into a new flavor that is supposedly extra hot. And this is just for the moms because I know she loves these reviews. Here we go. Pringles Scorchin Buffalo. And I think Drew may have guessed this one too, not too long ago, I believe. Decency, my favorite restaurant is Dave & Buster's. That's a fun spot, actually. Very, very cool. But take a look at this here. EP, getting on point for being cold is like writing your name on a test. Getting a point for being cold is like getting a point for writing your name on a test. There you go. Take a look, guys. Scorching Buffalo. So obviously some extra heat, apparently, according to this. This is what this is going to be. And that says these look pretty good. Hopefully they are, because I got to say, the hot honey from last week was kind of growing on me. And naturally, using it in my turkey sandwiches is always a bonus. So I got to say, adding these chips does make it better. Not bad for what this is. Enoel says, I need some home cooking. She already knows. But take a look, guys. What we've got a combination of some heat. It looks like we have got some pepper action as always. And it is from the Scorchin brand. And of course, it is new, extra hot. So, as they say, once you pop, you can't stop. So they say. So let's pop this open. I'm going to let you guys take a look first. On the inside, as usual, the nondescript. I know my mom is loving this right now. There we go. Let's take a look. And naturally, I'm going to go for one, then I go for one right after it. But these are already very heavily dusted, I can tell. So very, very nice on this. Let's give this a shot and give this a go. It's the Pringles Scorchin Buffalo Extra Hot New here on Peep This Out Reviews. Let's give it a shot. Buffalo is not bad already. Sizzle's coming. There it is. Ooh. Ooh. Tingly. Wow. That's pretty nice. Ooh. Okay. Hang on. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Yeah, that's got a little bit of an extra kick to it. Russ Meyer, I have to run outside. Please pause the stream if you don't mind. I'm going to be hanging with this little segment for just a little bit, Russ. But you'll be able to catch the replay, whatever you miss. But wow. That's not bad. Ooh. Even with a little bit of some action here to kind of wet the whistle. I kind of made it worse, to be honest with you. But wow. That's not bad. The Buffalo really is pretty nice. But again, it really comes alive with the first, the second one, I should say. The first one, your senses are kind of immediately taking it in. You get the saltiness of the chip. The heat is kind of there. The Buffalo really stood out right away. Once I hit the second chip, there we go. We're Elon Musking at SpaceX launch right away. That was pretty strong. So pretty nice. Let's go for another couple on this, guys. This is actually pretty tasty for this variant of the flavor here. Not bad. Not bad at all. Pretty banging. It's like one is the chaser. As soon as you take the second one right away, screw it. Let's do a 3. Oh, wow. That's cool. Ooh. Wow. I like it. I like it. Misty Smith says, are you ready? Russ Meyer, have you ever seen the, have you ever opened the can from the bottom It's quite easy with scissors, and you can find that they're more flavorful. Well, obviously, because everything is probably sinking to the bottom. I get that. I'm probably use a can opener or something, but ooh, that's pretty nice. It's manageable, but it's noticeable. Wow. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Do 4, says Spice Squad. Okay, let's do it. You know what? I'm going to do 4 at one time, and we're going to call it with that. Ooh. So there is the 4, and as you can see, they're heated. Really dusted pretty nicely. I think with these, the Scorchin brand, they make sure they hit them twice. I think with whatever their conveyor is there, but let's do 4, and we'll finish it out with that. So let's peep this out. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, baby. Wow. I'm having a lot of fun tonight doing this. Wow. That is, oh. Okay. That's good. That's really good. Okay. I'm good with it. I am totally good with it. We have 74 amazing peeps who are watching this here right now. Grown man eating Pringles on camera for you guys to give this a go. Wow. This is, ooh, man. Maybe I should have gone 1 at a time, because 4 at one time, ooh. I'm not sweating, but my tongue is like crazy right now, being burned on the sides. Ooh, I like this. This is pretty good. Pringles Scorchin Buffalo, rock solid, 9 out of 10. This is very, very solid, guys. Like I said, it amps up after the first one. The first one kind of gives you the initial rush of what you're going to get into. Flavors kind of begin to do its thing in the beginning. The second one launches it off. You go 3, 4, if you keep going, obviously all the powder and everything else there, the saltiness, it kicks in. Your mouth starts to water. It is really pretty vibrant in terms of the buffalo flavor. Try to give you as much detail as I can with this. And overall, just the light potato flavor of the rice flour and the potato from the Pringle too. Nice combination with this, guys. Nice combination. I think they're rocking a little bit of cayenne along with some of the vinegar action with this. But wow, that is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Spice Squad, I didn't mean to break you, Peep. You know what? Spice, you brought the heat with this one here. But this was really, really fun to check out, guys. We had a couple of really nice options tonight. I got to tell you, I know my sister will probably disagree with this particular one, but this was a lot of fun to go in on for sure. And naturally, I know the moms is digging this one too, because I know she's down with the potato chip reviews. But she definitely digs what I got to say about these particular ones. So naturally, I'm not at a loss for words when it comes to what this one offers. This is actually really good. And yes, I will be putting these on turkey sandwiches or whatever else I'm going to make to crumple in there. This is pretty tasty with that. So 9 out of 10 for sure. For with this one as well, I got to say I really dug it. Just a nice quality for a frozen dinner. 27 grams of protein. Guys, again, 380 calories, 9 grams of total fat with this. Saturated is 3, so not horrible at all. Not sure with the carb situation, but you've got fiber, which is 3 grams. You have 49 total carbs. So the net blood alcohol level is about 46 grams right there, impact in terms of keto Atkins if you're watching that stuff. So not bad, guys. Not bad whatsoever. Very, very tasty. Very tasty. All right. Mama Peep should try them. I'm going to have to bring them, I have a feeling. I think she's going to want to give those a shot. So very, very tasty. Very tasty indeed. So guys, let me take a quick moment as we're coming up on the top of the hour in just a few minutes here. Again, I wanted to thank each and every one of you for jumping on. And as for New Year's resolutions for that, my New Year's resolution for 2023, not only is it to continue and keep, giving you the content that you guys expect of me and to keep doing what I like to do every single week and delivering the content, networking, with all the local places that are here, as well as a few things through email, a lot of fun things that will be coming in the near future that I'm trying to work on as well. But my biggest thing is to try and get my channel out there a little bit more as well, and maybe expand some of the content. On top of that, I know we get a lot of requests for certain things, whether it's food challenges and things like that as well. I'm kind of interested in that, but at the same time, I kind of want to review some things outside of the normal. at the same time that I like to do there. So the goal is to keep the conversation moving with fast food, obviously, but also keep doing what I'm doing by making what I can, with the channel grow as quickly as possible and as big as possible, naturally. So that way 2023 continues to be just another banner year for me and the content moving forward, because 2022 was my best year yet. Overall performance in terms of views, in terms of just overall in general. All of the love and support from you guys, all the people that are part of our family. And again, coming up on 40,000 plus peeps, I got to tell you, is really something else there. So maybe doing some other varied reviews that you may see in the future. Drew, back to tech reviews. You may see a couple of things here and there. You never know. But naturally varying the content, especially on live stream, continuing to improve the game on live stream, give you a different experience that you can, take part in as well, be more interactive. I'm trying to find ways to do that. But naturally, it's just really just continuing to give you what you'd like to see and continue to expand the brand that's been around since 2013. Guys, I'm beginning officially my 10th year this past August. Now that we're into 2023 in a couple of days, it's hitting me in the face that it's real. So not only am I turning 50 next year, which is crazy, I really want to be in some different places in terms of just, where I am financially, where I want to be, where I'm living, things like that as well, which I'd like to do and to finally make a reality this coming year, because I think it's long overdue, to be honest. So I'll be able to talk more about that as time goes by, but just know that there is a plan naturally, because naturally a plan without any type of steps that you take is just a dream. You got to have the dream initially, but what are your steps to kind of get you there? So for me, it's to continue to grow, perfect my craft that I'm trying to do, give you that quality content that you see, the delivery that you see, maybe change some of the locales of some of the things as well. Maybe some new graphics, new formatting, things that you'll see over time. You guys may take a look at some of the reviews that I've done in the very beginning and take a look at my more recent stuff, and you see they're completely different in terms of graphic style, in terms of delivery, things that just happen over time as you get more comfortable with stuff. So the goal is to keep that moving forward and to continue to interact with you as much as possible. Maybe try and get back to more commenting if I possibly can, because things have gotten so crazy the last few months. That I've been building so much and doing so much that if I were to go back and answer every comment, I wouldn't be able to give you what you want to see, that I like to produce as well. So that's why I love these live streams, because I get to spend some time with you guys and interact. So I'm grateful beyond all measure because of that. So in a very long-winded way, that's my way of saying thank you for everything that you've seen up to this point and everything that you're going to see in 2023. Thank you so much for a banner year, for just everything that you guys have brought to the table in terms of being part of the community, interacting here in the community as well, and for genuinely telling me that you're liking what I'm doing, whether it's directly through email, direct message, on the videos. Believe me, I see it all. And I greatly appreciate it. Even all the haters that are out there, you've arrived if you've got people that are hating on you constantly. So I so wholeheartedly love all the haters that are telling me that I'm doing something wrong and whatever it is, because that only means that I'm only going to do it 3 times better the next time. And that's the easiest way to get back at all of those people that try and bring you down, is keep excelling, because there's a reason why people talk about you behind your back, is because, quote unquote, they're behind you, as somebody once told me, and that always stuck with me. So I never take it personal. I really am just appreciative. I'm doing what I'm doing. And thankfully, you guys are along for the ride, and I love being here with you. So next time somebody you think is talking about you negatively, just remember the reason they're talking about you is because they're behind you. So that's what it is. It is what it is. So that's my biggest takeaway from this past year is be happy, do what you got to do, have as much fun doing it. Don't let anyone bring you down. And if you're suffering with anything that's going on in your life right now, just remember there are always more positive days and good days than bad. Just try and make it as positive as you can. When you get up in the morning, do something good for yourself first, because if you don't feel good about what you're doing, you're not going to be good for anybody else. So I wish you all the very happiness that you can achieve in 2023. We'll do it together. We'll do it here on the channel. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a blast into this new year with all the new stuff coming out there. So shout outs to you. I love all of you guys. To everyone who has donated to the channel, thank you so much, guys. And like I said, I'm super humble and grateful for it all. And of course, you guys will be down below in the description box as you're watching this on the replay officially on Sunday, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Brand new review coming on Saturday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow. Of course, you all know it's coming from BK to round it out. And shout outs to BK and all the amazing peeps that are out there just doing the do, and just really just an awesome team at my local BK locally. You guys are amazing as always. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And guys, I love each and every one of you. I keep telling you like mad, but thank you so much, and greatly appreciate all the love and support as always. You already know what it is. So good times across the board with that. So let's see here as we rounded out the last couple of things there. Just me out here. Thanks so much for jumping on. Looking forward to it. Russ Meyer, happy to be part of the Peep Fleet. Peep Fleet. I like that. The Peep Fleet, but you're the Peep Familia, but I like Peep Fleet. That's pretty cool. Happy New Year to everyone. 2023. It's going to be the best year yet. Everyone have an excellent tomorrow. Scott Messerschmidt, thanks so much for jumping on. 50 is not old until AARP sends a birthday card that says, welcome to the 50s club. Hey, just so you know, 50 is the last year of your 40s. So when you think 1 to 10, 1 to 20, 21 on, technically that's the last year to kind of let me know that this is the next step. So, you know, I don't really feel too bad about it, but the number, I have to admit, it's going to take a little bit just to get used to. So we'll have to see. Yes, Ed Keaton, it's all a question of mind over matter. You pay the haters no mind because their negativity doesn't matter. I like that. Ed, I like that. It's all a question of mind over matter. You pay the haters no mind because their negativity doesn't matter. It doesn't, but at the same time, believe it or not, it fuels me to do better. And that's the goal, because if they're always checking in with you to tell you that you're horrible, you're obviously doing something right. So I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. Enoel, peep out your sister's kitchen with special guest Jay Carell. I know you're on me to review the food officially. I get you. I get you. I love you, sis. I love you greatly. EP, thanks so much again. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for being here and for taking part in the stream tonight. Like I said, guys, I appreciate the generosity. I appreciate all of you guys. All the amazing content creators doing it up as EP is over here. We have Jesus in a Tortilla, Giat, as he officially is known. Drew's Food Reviews, Jackie Hero Food Reviews, all the amazing peeps in the community that have been since day one doing the do on a daily basis. Like I always say, the food review niche is a hard type of niche to grow in. But at the same time, if you have a passion for content creation, if you have a passion for doing that type of content, you're going to succeed eventually. You'll find a way to make it move along for you, and you'll be happy doing it. That's the goal, is to be as happy as possible while you're doing it, because it translates over naturally on camera when you're happy and you can genuinely see it. So I greatly appreciate the opportunity to contribute to the conversation, as always, in the food review community. And thank you so much for allowing me to patronize it and for watching the stuff that I put out there. Kevlar, thanks so much for jumping on. Happy New Year to you as well. To Ed Keaton, Michael Domayer, Robert Giles, TJ DeGod, Drew's Food Reviews. You already know what it is. Ian is the captain of the Peep Fleet. Set a course for adventure. Actually, Adventureland for Disney. And on January 10th, I'm excited for that. I got to be honest. Just me out here. We love you as well. Sherry, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let's see. EP, not a content creator, but thanks for the shout out anyway. No worries, EP. You're here and part of the community. We love you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. True Allure, you happy New Year as well. Claw and Go. Thank you. Have an awesome weekend. Guys, again, I won't be streaming next Friday, but of course the content will be out. I'm always accessible through direct media, which I'll be back on now officially, especially after the new year. It's going to be crazy where I live here in Pasadena with the parade and everything. But it's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to it. Spice Squad, thanks so much for jumping on as always. And I'll round it out here. Of course, I'm going to be here in the chat in just a few here, but let me just finish out with the 2 outros that I like to do here, just officially. So with that, it's Ian K officially closing out the live stream for December 30th, 2022, the final stream of 2022. Happy New Year's Eve to all of you guys. Whatever you do this weekend, please do it safely. Be careful. If you do get a little bit out there in terms of what you're doing in terms of partying, do find somebody to take you home. Just be careful whatever you do there, because we want you on the next stream. We want to be able to see all of you guys out there, of course, there. We want to be able to have you interact here on the chat. It's very important. So like I always say, I've got brand new content every single week here on my channel. So why you stay tuned for that next review coming real soon. In the meantime, stay frosty. Good times, everybody. Good times tonight. Some fun frozen stuff, some fun chip stuff, and naturally an amazing group of people here in the family on the chat. Annette Cervantes, thanks so much for jumping on. Yes, shout out to Jay Nepper as always. Rest in peace. You already know. The last bit is always for him because of that. That will always be going forward naturally as well. And I'll always think about that. Every time I say it, actually, I think about it, as well as just thinking in general, because it's kind of crazy. It's funny that when you do this for as long as I've been doing this, you come across people Some go, some stay, you know, that type of thing. But when you hear about someone that you've kind of known that is no longer with you after a little bit of time and you get to know people, it really does kind of affect you in a way. And it really is something, because what you say resonates with people. So you don't know who you're going to affect in the way that you do. And it blows me away that you guys do interact with me, some of you, in a way that makes me feel like what I am doing, even though it's me just giving my opinion on these things that I like to review, it resonates with you in a way that makes a difference, whether it brings you closer to maybe somebody that you know, like Russ, talking about his son, or just in general, just to help you, you know, waste away a little bit of your day that you may be dealing with something just for a few minutes, 5 or 6 minutes at a time, but it makes a difference. So shout outs to you, and of course to Jay Nepper. I'll always know that about him, and he was a very, very, very cool guy to get to know. Still kind of still blown away by what had happened a few months ago. So guys, I'm going to be here in the chat for the next few minutes until the chat ends, usually about a minute or two. I'll try and shout out some of you guys here as quick as I can, but to everyone shouting out, I'll be able to read back this afterwards. There's just so many messages here. Happy New Year to each and every one of you. Please make 2023 the biggest year yet for you. Every year you go forward should be your biggest year yet. Think about what went well in 2022. Double down on that. Think about the things that didn't go so well, and think about what you learned from it, because every failure is one step towards your success for the next step, naturally there. So fail bigger as you get bigger, because naturally when you really, really succeed, you'll have a lot of stepping stones that you would have failed that you're stepping on to get to where you need to go. So that's the goal, and basically just keep it moving. And of course, have fun doing it. I'm going to be here doing it with you, and I look forward to it. Misty Smith, thank you so much for jumping on and for doing what you do. Dropping the mic, you already know, wiggle, wiggle. It is all good. And I think with that, officially, I am on to some soup right now. And then I'm definitely going to be catching up on some shows. I can't wait to just relax. Content, brand new review again tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Sunday, the replay that you're watching now will be back on Sunday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, New Year's Day. And guys, a very merry, 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 happy, 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 happy New Year. Merry Christmas before the past. Happy New Year 2023. And with that, of course, you stay frosty as well. Aben113, thanks so much for jumping on. Tony Montana, this week's Wednesday was actually the 100th would-be birthday of Stan Lee. Wow. Craziness. There's a Stan Lee special that's coming out, I think, on Disney Channel as well. That's going to be something coming out very soon there. Let's see. Chewy Laura, I would like to meet you someday. We'll have to see. That'll be kind of fun. Do a meet and greet at some point. Maybe at some type of convention thing or whatever we have scheduled. That would be fun to do there. So everyone in the chat, guys, thanks so much for jumping on. And again, to all my super chatters, thank you for doing what you do. Of course, you guys are going to be down below. I will see you the week after next on live stream. But do watch for the new content that will be coming up, as well as tomorrow's review, which will have a little bit of a message for you in the middle. So you'll have some fun stuff to look forward to right there. So guys, straight up, just have a great weekend, and I will definitely talk to you soon. Happy New Year. Happy 2023 to each and every one of you. It's going to be your best year yet. Say that to yourself in the mirror in the morning. I'm telling you, it's going to change things for you. If you believe it, it will happen for you there. 2023, it can only get better from here, right, guys? Considering what we've all been through. Come on. All right, guys, I love each and every one of you, and I will see you soon. And with that, peace. I'm out. Stay frosty.